I was gonna say, Mega
We
Man.
have
hungry.
brand
She ran today?
new gamers, y'all.
50.
Let's go.
This is gonna go hard. The girl power in this lobby is gonna go hard. This is last game smash. All right, y'all. Here we go. Casters, do your thing.
Let final pick and ban of the evening. So, any predictions of what do you think is going to get banned? Same old or
Umbreon
something
for sure.
new?
Umbreon's got to get banned. I don't think we've had one where Umbreon didn't get banned. So Umbreon seems like a good choice.
90% of the matches we've always seen Buzzwole, so I'm just gonna say huh? Oh, this is a
right
new
on.
one.
I mean, it's banned already, but they're just making sure that it's absolutely banned.
I will not deal with this in any capacity.
Miraidon's getting the death sentence here.
Oh, and
Like it's paper
Buzzwole.
banned and then in-game banned. It's
The Pikachu was something I wasn't sure. I've never seen a Pikachu banned before, so that's pretty interesting.
I think Monkey is sending a message to Crunches right there. No Pikachu. Not smart if you want.
I'm in my Mimikyu era right now, so.
I am absolutely. I have not seen a Shandy, so I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Indeed, I like the Shandy call. I like the Shandy pick here. I think it's a strong pick, and I'm ready to watch Ribbon cook with it. Don't run with Scissors. Going to be going on to the Scissor. It's a full heal, so I imagine it is going to be Scissor. Going for the full pun, full buy-in, and ooh, yeah. I always like saying Wigglies. Wigglies are super fun. I'm not sure if it'll be the rollout variety or if it'll be the sing variety, but either way, it's still fun. And another Gyarados.
You've got a lot of good bulk here. You've got the Trevenant, you've got the Wiggly. So a lot of like Shandy, of course, and Sylveon can really just kind of stay back and just, okay, you guys sit in front and we'll just do the damage, and then Gyarados can get in your face. So very balanced here for the purple team. So I kind of like the combination. It's very balanced. If they work together, I think they could really be hard to like take down just because of that bulk up front.
Yeah, and Inteleon's gonna have a field day. There's a lot of Pokemon that are gonna be kind of frontlining for it, so it's gonna be able to outrange pretty much everything on the map. So that could be a big problem if the dive. So if this Gyarados is not really able to get into that backline. So that is a challenge that purple team is gonna have to try to solve for. Rapid though going on the tree. I like the tree pick. I think tree is definitely one of the better defenders out there, just with how much it can stun and shove and push around, and now with some of the buffs, it could even do a bit of damage.
Yeah, I think it could potentially be an MVP here, because if you get a good shove right into the backline where Inteleon wants to comfortably sit and you like get a group together, you put your team in a really good position to kind of like, okay, great, we can just kind of do our thing. So we're gonna have to wait and see how it kind of plays out, but really, really good comp by both teams actually. So I'm interested to see how this goes. This is all about just absolute gaming, because there's no you can say, oh, this is a better pick than this. It's just very balanced on both sides.
Absolutely. Here we go. Last game of the night. Ribbon, I believe, is going to be taking this into the jungle area. Bottom side, we got the Wiggly Trevenant, so pretty bulky on that bot path. Top side, this Magikarp and the Sylveon are going to be up here. Magikarps are going to try to get that effort bar on up so they could get onto that Gyarados as soon as possible. Basement side, though, we have Inteleon. Ooh, diving in deep, going to have to burn that eject button early.
You definitely don't like to see that, and they're just going to keep pushing just because they have the advantage with so much damage being done early. And Cider, of course, just, you know what, hey, I'm going to get my stacks here. Meanwhile, trying to see if we can get that, and does, and might be able to get this free jump off, but they're going to try to stop as much as they can, but unfortunately not able to.
Yeah, top side, looks like Leafy went up top a little bit early. Didn't quite finish their jungle just to make sure that they can take a little bit of an advantage in this top path. Matang is now on the map. Wiggly gonna just slap Monkey a little bit just to make sure Monkey knows what's up. But Scyther and Leafy come down a little bit earlier. Sing puts Scyther to sleep, at least temporarily, before his cooldowns are back. But they're just going to go grab these 850 birds. I believe Ribbon actually ended up grabbing that last one, throwing some flamethrowers on in, but that's about it. They're going to have to back up and live to fight another day.
Definitely the Chandelure trying to get online, trying to potentially pick some KOs, but having to eat that Sword Blade is just kind of like, let me back away a little bit as we go back to the top half. And a little bit of a fight here, trying to press the issue with the Blissey just slapping people in the tank, just trying to farm XP here. But this Gyarados still not online yet. The faster this Gyarados gets online, it really makes a world of a difference. So trying to get as much XP as possible. If they can keep the Gyarados from getting online anytime soon, they can definitely apply more pressure going into this mid-game.
Absolutely. And that dunk was not quite enough to get Rapid onto the level 5 evolve, but should be ticking into that with this little bit of farm. 8-minute birds do all go over to the side of the orange team, who now have a little bit of a lead here, 33-22. Magikarp, though, effort bar is full. We're about to have a Gyarados that's going to be hitting the map here in just a second. And as I say that, there it is.
Now, of course, the Metang and Blissey are kind of putting on some pressure, but you don't know how this is going to go. You're kind of fighting on the... Oh, and meanwhile, in the bottom path, there's a huge fight breaking out, and they are able to kind of keep everything right in front of them, not able to really push on, and Gyarados going to have to get out of there because not going to be able to win that fight in the 2v1.
Yeah. Gonna try to see if they can maybe take a little bit of farm. Unable to do so. 7-minute objectives are going to be spawning in both lanes. Basement's going to be a basement. Reggie might be... I'm guessing rock here. I'm wrong. It is Regice. Rapid looking to open up the fight and try to maybe draw some people out. Ooh, nice flamethrower. Does do a bit of chip damage onto this Inteleon, who's getting healed by this Blissey. You throw in them snipe shots into the heart of the enemy team. This Regice is going down. We got maybe a secure gonna be coming out a little bit early. Solar Blade misses the mark, but they ended up getting it with the Razor Leaf, or the Leaf Blade.
Yeah, unfortunately, everybody kind of paid for it. They really weren't able to capitalize. Gyarados trying to hold them back, but it's going to be really difficult, and unfortunately goes down. And this is here.
Yeah, Orange team breaks that bottom tier goal, gets a ton of value, increasing their point lead 116-49. Metagross, though, is maybe kind of camping out this enemy farm. Gonna try to maybe gang up on Ribbon, who is unsuspecting, and that's exactly what they do. Meteor Mash time, and Ribbon goes down. That is our red buff, but the rest of the team is starting to collapse on this Metagross. Sing is gonna try to put it to sleep, but they have Magnet Rose, and they're gonna compute and crash, setting up the Beyblade arena, but no one's home. Rapid gonna try to wood hammer it down, and this Metagross might be in trouble here, Slim.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, it was looking like he was able to get away, but unfortunately not. Eventually, the numbers game kind of played its part there, but did do a good job, you know, kind of like camping and then finding the Chandelure. But Regieleki is going on the prison side, and now they're just pushing forcefully. There's nothing that can be done about this. And Inteleon just kind of sitting back and just taking everybody out, and they're just gonna keep pushing to that tier 2.
Yeah, the Azure Spy Vision kind of opening it up with the fight there, getting that tier 1. Ribbon, though, nice use of the Ignite Midnight Unite, blinding the enemy team so they couldn't really see where the attacks are coming from, using that big laser beam to just kind of stall out and kind of putting the end to any thought of pushing that tier 2 goal. 49-201, 445 left in this match. Basement Reggie is going to be spawning. Rapid's going to try to get her Unite move online for this fight, because Orange team is there and they're ready to start maybe pushing and starting a fight here.
Absolutely. We do see a fight break out, and Gyarados able to pick up I believe in Wiggly. There's a Wiggly is taking names here. And Shady is able to pick up that last one, and looks like they're going to potentially try to push on tower, but unfortunately versus a Leafeon and Inteleon, don't know. You have to kind of catch them in the right spot, but not worth it. You can just potentially shred this objective here, which they are opting to do instead, and they should be able to take that no problem.
Good job at Rapid to kind of zone the team, stall them out from being able to enter and trying to steal that. Wiggly, a Starlight Recital gives some shields to the purple team, but I don't know if those shields are big enough because they are going in. Emerald two-step grabs a couple of KOs along with that Metagross, so KO streak of 2 for the purples, or for the orange side team against this purple side team. Increasing their level lead here. It's looking pretty bleak right now for this purple side team. They're going to need a little bit of a win. Azure Spy Vision is opened up here by this Inteleon. They're doing a bit of damage. Are they going to be able to get a KO here? They're going to try to use that snipe shot, but the snipe shot is just a little bit wide. KO goes on to Blissey and a return KO onto the Gyarados. And, oh, yeah, the Metagross and this Inteleon are absolutely cooking right now.
Absolutely. And the one thing about a lot of these fights, you've seen that the purple side is always kind of like, oh, we can make a comeback, but they're never all fighting together at once. They kind of get picked off in 2s, and sometimes they're bunched up in 3s, and that's been the determining factor in a lot of these fights. Whereas in the orange team, they've been stalled and delayed enough just so everyone can get there and they're able to fight as one. So that's been the huge difference in the fight so far.
Yeah, purple side team is maybe looking to make a little bit of a siege on this top tier goal. Inteleon, though, however, is going to try to get a 50 cap into this bottom path. A ribbon is there to probably stop that. This fight is breaking out here, but is this Leafeon going to be able to do a Solar Blade, get a KO? They are absolutely able to do it. They get it onto that Gyarados, and this Trevenant's going to be next here. I think Rapid's going down at the hands of Metagross. Sylveon's going to try to Mystical Fire their way out, but this Metagross is making sure it has some sticky power, but a snipe shot from downtown cleans that one up.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate because they've been trying, the Trevenant and the Gyarados have been really trying to kind of, I'm going to push, and then Gyarados goes in, but unfortunately, it really hasn't been any backline support. The Shandy hasn't been able to really get the amount of damage you want from the back line. Neither has the Mystical Fire Guild really been helping out, hasn't been able to do a lot of damage. So it's been kind of null and void, and nobody's been able to really follow up on the scenes. If they can get us some good picks here, potentially, though, they could change this game, as we see a lot of Unites being put up, and oh, here comes the arena. And now, the one thing they got to do, they got to get rid of this. I mean, this Leafeon, it's been doing a lot.
Oh, that Gyarados Unite was clutch there, calling it Gyara Trace, but it gets KO'd by the Rayquaza purple side team. This is probably their time to shine. This is the only opportunity they have. Instead, they're going to maybe back cap, maybe a little bit of a back cap, going to get 149 here. Rapid should be able to peel off and now give them the score lead, because that'll be an 80-point dunk once it's doubled. Oh, almost getting that stop was Monkey with that snipe shot. But now Purple, knowing that they didn't have enough rip on their team to take that objective, smartly beelined, grabbed the score lead, and now it's Orange team that's going to be on the offensive.
Absolutely, and of course each side is the one thing. They both have one Unite left, so they're kind of, this is a really close game. As you do see Metagross getting a nice back up there at 16, but is it enough? No, it's not. And now it looks like we're just going to go ahead and we're going to just flip this Ray. Whoever gets it, and it's the Gyarados able to come through and pick up the Ray. And that's what all but spells out GG's.
Yeah, a really, really big play there. Metagross didn't have enough to take the lead for the orange team, but it definitely was one of the plays that they were able to do. But Gyarados clutching that up, getting the secure on Ray, puts that on ice for the purple side team before a little bit of a dance party at the enemy base.
Yeah, definitely not what was expected there. It was a dominating performance for the most part until the very end. Smartly just, you know what? What if we don't go for Ray right now? We don't have the power. Getting the 2 scores gave them the lead, and Orange team kind of was like, hey, we have to do something. And everybody was like, you know what? It's the last game of the night. Let's just see what happens at Ray. And Gyarados and Stingray able to come through and just absolutely, that secure was huge because it was not looking great.
Yeah. Very, very risky play. Unfortunately for Orange team, they go down in the last match, and that concludes our matches for the night. But we